Live.
Okay, our second session.
Our audience already. Welcome to Saturday Night Live with the Learning Alliance. Today is our episode number 2. So to our viewers, thank you for your support. I know we've been blasting this for like many times. For our live viewers, thanks again. Thank you for dropping by. We hope that however long you choose to be with us tonight, you'll gain something out of it. So in this context, talking about gaining, it will be around learning something out of our sharing. So I believe, as always, we mentioned that we believe that it will be much more impactful if you can be part of the session, meaning that you can ask questions. You can also share your opinion. How are you going to do that? You can put in your comment at the comment section, or you can even PM me or anyone of us here anytime during live or even later, in case you are listening to the recording, because this video will be on my wall until Facebook decide not to. So let me also reiterate, the purpose of the Learning Alliance virtual meetup. The purpose of this session is really to enlighten each other and hopefully along the line of getting the light bulb moment, right? So that perhaps we all could act upon for the betterment of ourselves and also others around us. So to start on, let's have the format spelled out. Format means the agenda of tonight's session. Omar?
Yeah, hi everybody, this is Omar. We're going to be guided by these basically 6 different parts to this session. The first part is going to be what we call a brain gym. So Jack is going to ask some silly question, I guess. Then we're all going to give an answer to that. Then that's going to be followed by a sharing of gratitude. I think we all agree, all of us, we have this habit of looking at what we need to be grateful for in life. And we try to wake up with that acknowledgement first thing in the morning. So we're going to do that here. All right, so the brain gym followed by the gratitude. And then we're going to zoom in on a particular person who's going to discuss a particular topic. That's the spotlight of today, and that's going to be Lina, right? After the spotlight, each of us are going to reflect on that learning and share what we get out of it. Then we'll have each of us are going to pledge about what we're going to do at least for the next week, for the following week. And finally, we'll wrap it up with a summary. And that's about it. We're guided by these 6 parts. Let's hope we can follow it. I know the last time I wasn't here and you guys were kind of like all over the place. It was pretty exciting. So, so let's see how this one goes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Omar.
Okay, back to you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Omar. The spotlight will be Lina and Anja. Yeah. So to continue on, let's introduce ourselves. So all of us are corporate trainers, coaches, mentors, and or speakers in our own specialization. All right, so to continue, let's hear from each one of us your area of focus. Let's start with Nina.
Hi everybody, my name is Nina Othman. I am the founder of 2 social enterprises called Grow the Goose and Borneo Coco. I'm a trainer. So Grow the Goose focuses on financial empowerment for children, teens, and now adults. And Borneo Coco looks into cocopreneurship for small cocoa growers in Sabah. So my subject matter would be impact mapping, theory of change, design thinking, social entrepreneurship, financial empowerment. Yes.
All right, thank you, Nina. Let's hear from Lina.
Sorry, clumsy today. Hi everyone, viewers. I'm Lina, Norazlina Ibrahim, but people call me Lina ISO. So I'm the principal consultant of ISO Veritas. Basically, I'm a consulting company, a corporate, or also individual on integrated management system, consists of many ISO standards. And I'm also a partner of Nina for our social enterprise, Borneo Coco.
All right, thanks, Lina. Anja?
Hi, good evening. My name is Anja Julia Abu Bakar. Currently run Atina Holdings Lamberhart, a social enterprise that produce sanitary product, baby diaper and adult diapers. And secondly, I'm also with Content Labs Lamberhart, where we do social enterprise consultation, where I help entrepreneurs who either want to start their own social enterprise or switch their business model from conventional to social enterprise. So currently I work a lot with SMEs 5 years and above who decided to switch their business model. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Anja.
Yeah.
And Omar?
I guess I'm next. Amazing women. I don't know how I got roped into this group, a bunch of entrepreneurs. I guess I'm the only thorn among the roses. I'm also a trainer. I left corporate many years ago. I became a trainer to focus on communication and language, the use of language for effectiveness at work and also in your personal relationships. I help people develop confidence in conversations. Okay, back to you, Jack.
Thanks, Omar. So as for me, my name is Jacqueline Joannis. My deep interest revolves around image and professional development. I am an image consultant. My area of focus are appearance, behavior, and communication along the line of image branding, personal growth, and professional development. Okay, to start the session, agenda number 1 is the brain gym. Okay, as usual, I'm gonna share a screen share. I'm going to share a screen, and each one of you, you will take turn to answer the riddle. I prepared some riddle for you. I hope it's not going to be as easy as last week.
So this is going to be a riddle. Okay, that's cool. What occurs?
Okay. So brain gym number 2. What occurs once in every minute, twice in every moment, yet never in 1,000 years? What is it?
Benda ke?
No clue. You just have to figure it out. Okay. Oh, timer. Nina, you are the timer, so make sure.
Yeah, timer is on. No Googling ah.
No Googling, no Googling.
What occurs?
Ini jawapan Jack kalau dating.
Hah? Macam dating? Jacqueline kalau dating, apa maksud?
Dating. Once every minute, twice every moment, lepas tu tak ada dah.
You know me so much. That's okay. Okay, of course that's wrong. Okay, Nina.
Ya, belum.
Okay, Lina.
Alah, saya Google lah tu.
Jangan Google. Cannot Google. Okay, audience, if you know the answer, yeah, you can type in the answer in the comment section. So the question is, apa yang berlaku setiap minit 2 kali setiap masa, tapi tidak pernah dalam sejuta tahun? Betul tak tu?
No, it's got to be in English.
Sejuta tahun. Setiap detik.
Okay, whatever. But you know the question is in front. So who can answer that? We have 12 live audience at the moment. Perhaps if you can answer, you know the answer. How long more time you have, Nina? No, you are muted.
Forgot. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Lama lagi. Fikir dulu.
Okay.
No, make a try. Just try it out.
Ya.
Hair fall, your dead cells. Because 1,000 years by then you'll be dead, what?
No.
Twice in every moment.
You mean renewing cells? No.
Yeah. Jack, I'm afraid I know this one, so I'm out.
Okay, don't say anything yet. Or maybe you want to try, Lina? Give yourself a try.
Can I give a clue, Jack?
Okay, sure.
The clue is it cannot be in Malay. It's got to be in English.
Yes, you're right.
An
Oh,
hour.
Okay, I give you another clue. Look within. Don't look outside. Look from around around within the question.
Yeah. So this is Jack's question. It's not mine. Okay. So once you
Yeah,
find out the answer and you get really upset, we'll kill her. Don't want me.
Last week was so easy. And this time I
Balas dendam lah ni.
oh no. It's not. Okay. How long?
Uish. Lagi 3 minit 50 saat ni. Banyak lagi masa. Cepat bagi jawapan.
Lina, you have not tried. Easy.
Anja, aku nampak kau Google kan? Balas dendam lah ni.
Oh, no.
Anja pergi Google. Aku tahu, tengok tu. Tengok tu, dia tengok phone.
Okay.
1,000 years.
How long?
Every minute, twice in
Okay.
Lagi 3 minit 50 saat ni. Banyak lagi masa.
Clue, Omar, please.
The clue again. The clue, right?
Right,
The clue.
bagi jawapan.
I'll give you another clue.
Second clue.
Lina, you have
If you
not
think-
tried.
Anja, aku nampak kau Google kan? Apa punya echo ni? Ni. Anja pergi Google. Aku tahu, tengok tu. Tengok.
The clue is in the question. Don't think too hard.
Yeah. The clue is in the question. All right, Omar, just say the answer.
Too long already lah.
Yeah,
Yes.
too long. Okay.
What's the answer?
It's in every minute. Is in the minute, and twice in every moment is in the moment. So what do you see in the minute? What do you see in the moment?
M is it? M.
Yes,
Yes.
it's the letter M.
Check.
Okay.
Smack you one time.
Yeah. Dah nama pun brand gym kan?
Aduh.
Okay, so the next agenda will be a handover to you, Ma.
Okay. The next one will be the spotlight.
No,
Right.
it's gratitude.
Oh, the gratitude. Sorry. The gratitude. Yes. Okay. Like I said, we have this habit. I think the first time I heard about this was when Anja shared with me. She said that every morning, the first thing she does when she gets up is she expresses a gratitude to herself. And gratitude doesn't have to be big. It's just it could be anything that you're grateful about. So we're gonna go through what you're grateful for. So this is gonna be not too long, a 7-word sentence of gratitude. So let's start with Anja. What's your 7-word gratitude for today? Anja?
You have to unmute yourself, Anja. Oh, okay. Someone is. I think she is signaling there's some kind of interruption.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay,
So-
okay, boleh. Bising tu di belakang.
Oh,
Okay, I'm grateful today because I get to help my client and mentee lah, to apply for push program. So grateful to be able to help to screen through review dia punya application tu before he can submit for push program. Dah, thank you.
Okay, that's great. Next, who wants to go next? Go ahead. Nina?
Okay, me. Okay, I'm grateful of my new straw bag. If you can see behind me,
Yeah.
the present
Okay.
from my
Nice.
sister-in-law. Love the bag. Yeah.
You got a present from your sister-in-law.
Yep.
That's nice. Okay. Okay, so who's next? So gratitude doesn't have to be big. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something that you think about and you really appreciate it.
Yeah, Dina, you want to go first, or I can go first?
Okay.
Okay.
So I am grateful for the veggie and fruits subscription basket. So because today I managed to cook one of the produce, which is the labu putih. And then I cooked it with some chicken and put some red dates, and it was awesome. I only cooked one dish today, one whole pot and rice, and it was all gone. So I'm very
Yeah.
grateful.
Right. Nina, just to have a bit of information, what do you mean by subscription basket?
Okay, so basically it's an idea that came from something that happened in KL. Basically, every month you will subscribe, just say to the veggie box. So every week they will send to you. So for example, it's 200 ringgit. So every week it's like 50 ringgit, 50 ringgit, 50 ringgit, kind of a thing. But for this one, is a community project involving 7 different communities here in Sabah who has produced. And then they came together, and it came in a cute, beautiful basket. Yeah, so you can check
I
out.
saw that
Okay.
picture.
Yeah, it's by Pakos and Kivatu Nature
And
Farm.
do you need to return the basket and they will refill and then they will send back to you?
Oh, they give it.
Basket new
Nice.
every time.
Yes.
Nice.
No. So they will first round get the basket. Second round, you just use that same basket lah.
I see. Okay, so I go now. I'm grateful for the huge chunk of salmon for my early dinner. It was superb and it's so fresh, and it's quite affordable too, because I know salmon is not that cheap, but I got it at a price that I've never expected. Okay, because it proves someone. So thankful for that. More than 7 words. Okay, Omar.
Yeah, so it's also about food for me. I actually just moved apartment. My house is still in this area, but I managed to get the kitchen set up, and I love ikan goreng. So what happened is that I bought a new wok-like frying pan, and I managed to get the ikan bawal kecil, the small ikan bawal. Yeah. So I fried as much as I could until I couldn't eat anymore. Fried with kunyit and garam. And as I was frying it, I was thinking how lucky I am to be able to buy a brand new wok, and to be able to eat as much ikan bawal goreng as I can when other people are not able to do that. So it was a moment at one point. It was just a moment when I realized that. So I was grateful for that. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so to continue on, I think this is the moment that we all are waiting for, is to learn from our 2 spotlight speakers tonight. If the title of our spotlight is How to Grow During Crisis. So probably when it comes to the word crisis, it's so definitely it's so aptly used at this point of time, but crisis can be in many different stage of our life, different moment or different situation in our life, not necessarily because of COVID-19, but in many different circumstances that we are facing throughout our journey in life. So we want to learn from Lina and Anja, but to start on, let's have Anja to start her sharing. So your time, 6 minutes, yeah, Anja? Your 6 minutes start now.
Okay, thank you, Jack, for having me again for this second session. Back to question, grow your business kan. I think now dah 70 plus days, dah tak ada lagi panic ni. And as entrepreneur, I think by second week, ramai yang dah pivot. In fact, I have few friends yang from first week tu dah pivot, immediately dah pivot. because I categorikan business to 3 type of bucket. Satu, ice bucket, meaning memang kalau business tu bila during pandemic ni dia terus tak boleh bergerak, macam travel punya company, eventnya company, event majlis perkahwinannya company, semua memang tak boleh hidup lah, meaning ice bucket punya kategori. Second, you kena pivot. Pivot for example, macam my case, all this while I memang orang yang tak suka buat online, I suka buat offline sebab I suka human connection yang physical, ada jumpa kat luar. And because of MCO, I have forced myself to learn how to do online mentoring, online coaching, online consultation. And then dah masuk after second month tu dah start excited because now that I nampak opportunity that I can not only like kalau physical, my limit is only within Klang Valley je, tak boleh lah nak keluar nak jumpa orang. But now benda ni sampai I boleh buat sampai ke orang tu di Nigeria, orang tu di Australia, orang tu di Jepun, semua boleh. It made possible during ni. So pivot is very important during COVID ni because tak nak you bila dah habis nanti post COVID, tak nak you panic. Meaning you boleh lagi continue the momentum. So finally is the winning punya bucket lah, the winners, which is yang in healthcare punya business lah, especially yang tu yang melonjak naik. So yang paling penting sekarang ni is dekat you punya yang pivot punya kategori ni. And as an entrepreneur, I always macam cakap lah dengan my mentee especially, kena ada another tiga type of income, orang kata income punya how you generate lah, maksudnya you ada quick win. What is your quick win? Quick win benda yang you close every week. For example, I run my 1 hour session at certain amount. Yang tu quick win. Kalau masuk aja adalah RM200, RM300, my quick win lah yang I can spend untuk that week. And then mid win. Mid win something yang you kena close at least sebulan ada 2-3 value varies lah from 3 to 10,000. Itu you punya mid win. You kena clear. So at least you clear. Aku kena quick win berapa banyak aku nak buat quick win, berapa banyak mid win aku nak buat, and then your dream job. You decide what is your dream job, and dream job ni require you to buat seeding banyak. Seeding ni macam what I've been done for the past 8 years lah. Networking, meeting apa semua. Then bila you dah seeding, you dah meet your client, because once you dapat seorang prospect tu, first you need to do is to make them like you. Once they like you, they trust you. Once they trust you, baru they invest dengan you, means they engage you lah. You tak boleh immediately jumpa orang semua you nak menjual. I cukup pantang orang yang terus jumpa I terus menjual sebab you tak ada border pun nak build relationship. That's why I kata I'm more into human punya ni. And if you want to sell to me, build a relationship. I definitely memang I tolong. And I tak suka beli dekat orang yang immediately connect I dengan dalam Facebook dan apa dah terus tag. Itu lagi no lah, spam lah kan. Saya post anda menyampah. And jadi your untuk dream job, you boleh go through balik siapa your previous client, and you never know sebab macam ada juga kita punya prospect ni yang during pandemic ni, during lockdown ni, dia pula contact kita and to start macam more macam concern macam mana what support do you need from us. Imagine having corporate client contact you and ask how they can support you. Kan best ke best? Memang best lah kan. Jadi it's always know you punya you have to be very clear lah. And for me during COVID ni not so much on Athena punya ni, because Athena I can continue on yang dream job aja, follow up dengan ni, because my role pun yang more on corporate. Kalau ada orang retail then I pass to my partner. Tapi yang buat yang boleh grow my consultation work ni is ni lah, because I dah boleh buat online and dah unlimited. Macam semalam I buat dengan orang from Penang. And then now I'm also belong in a group where the expatriate punya wife punya club, based in East Africa, and they have me in that group. And imagine dalam group tu dia ada lagi jemput philanthropist apa semua, and want to invite me. Once semua dah okay, they would like to invite me to East Africa to for the project lah. So imagine you tak pernah jumpa and suddenly you are connected by your mentee from Australia to this kind of group. So it's all about pivot, clearly siapa you punya market, customer segment, and how you build new network pula from this online punya ni. So masih ada lagi ke? Itulah how you can, for me, how you can grow during ni is to revisit. Okay, before tu you kena revisit lah you punya business model. What type of customer segment yang you tak pernah ni, apa you punya untapped market. Selalunya kita, kalau kita buat business model, kita clear siapa yang kita punya market, but discover pula you punya untapped market yang you tak pernah pula pergi this kind of segment. So then it, because ada banyak masa, you boleh study how you nak tap yang untapped market ni, the segment tu.
Right. Thanks, Anja.
Alright.
If you to our audience, definitely Anja has got endless of nuggets for around the area that she was explaining just now. If you like to know more around that, you know how to contact Anja. But because we are timing, we have time for each session. So to continue on, I shall hand over to Lina for the next sharing. Lina, your 6 minutes starts now.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Hi, viewers. So I'm going to talk about the topic from a different angle. Our topic today is actually how to grow during crisis. Anja talk about how to grow your business, but now I'm going to talk about how to really grow crops, grow plants during crisis, not grow your business. That is actually Anja's subject matter expert lah, not me. Okay. I just want to ask you one perspective. If a global food crisis were to occur, kan, and how you going to manage your food supply? You just imagine during our MCO, kan, the first week of MCO, what happened when people panically buying all those food stocks to fill up their food pantry, kan? And just imagine if this were to happen globally. Are we going to survive? And have you experienced this one thing, you nak masak and suddenly there's one ingredient as simple as you nak masak rendang, daun kunyit tak ada to complete the taste of rendang. Ada tak viewers kita yang sebelum ni nak masak rendang, pernah experience nak masak rendang tak ada rendang, nak masak rendang tak ada serai. Contohlah baru ni raya, I'm saying it's quite a very close neighborhood. So one of my neighbors shout in our WhatsApp group, anyone have daun kunyit at home? Just because to complete the taste of rendang. And I look at this from a very important angle as a human being. I rasa during the pandemic, many have motivated, kan, to grow their own plant. Jacqueline pun ada, kalau you tengok in my group friend ni, Nina Osman, she also started to plant during the MCO. And for those which already have your own garden, macam I looking forward more to strategic on about what I should plant. Kalau dulu I have all the basic herbs in my edible garden, now I'm looking something like sweet potato, kan? I'm not looking, tak nak tanam beras lah, tak nak tanam padi lah, tanam beras, oh my god, sorry. Kita tak nak tanam padi. just as simple as sweet potato, ubi kayu.
It's 9 o'clock.
So what happened to our nenek moyang dulu when Jepun datang menjajah our country in 1946, 47. We have shortage of rice because they control our rice. And then what happened? They ate ubi kayu. So what happened? You just imagine now in our current situation, we are working for a salary, then buying all or most of our own food. Betul tak? And paling takut sekali, many people have forgotten how to grow their own food because of this urbanization. So we don't want that to happen to our kids. To support this, if you're familiar with this SDG, Sustainable Development Goal by UN, we have SDG number 12 talking about this responsible consumption and production. So one of my aim is actually to support this by choosing a sustainable option, managing your food. Okay. This is a simple tips how to start. Many, they want to plant their own crops or in their kitchen, but they don't know what to plant. Okay, I'm going to share with you how to start. There's only 2 steps to start. And first, many people kata, oh tak tahu nak tanam apa. Kan? Start with the things that you may already have in your home. You ada kunyit, kadang-kadang kunyit kat dapur tu sampai kecut. Kan, you don't know. Letak dekat dalam fridge. What you can do is that kunyit, you just need a soil and a container or to plant the kunyit. Okay, maybe you can start with the kunyit, or maybe some of you have experience. You nak buat potato salad and then you don't have spring onion. Just to sprinkle on the salad. Spring onion senang je. You ambil kadang-kadang bawang dekat dapur, dia tumbuh and then sampai tumbuh dan you tak boleh makan. Okay, start maybe some of you viewers, you can start with kunyit for daun kunyit. Bawang untuk spring onion, daun bawang, kacang hijau for tauge, and also tomato yang dah nak busuk tu, cut it and letak dalam container. You just need a soil. And then second issue yang dia orang cakap, oh I tak ada pasu. Jack, that's your word, saya tak ada pasu. Repurpose the container, modify. You ada mineral water container and then you ada old plastic storage containers, just use it. Okay? And itu je. That's the only 2 things that you need untuk you start, grow your own crops, or your own plant. Okay, this is important tips. You can Google a lot of planting tips in Google, kan? They will give you what type of fertilizer and whatever good for your plant. But there's these 2 tips from me you have to remember. Okay, Nina, I'm going to stop after I share these 2 tips. 1, you need to check on them daily. Talk to your plant. Gemuk tak cukup makan ke? Sayang, berbuah Talk to your plant. Check on them daily. Second tip, don't get discouraged. Kalau dia tak tumbuh, it's okay. You can always plant lagi. Kan? Kalau dia layu, pergi cari lagi tanam. Don't get discouraged. First, check on them daily and don't get discouraged. That's all for sharing today.
Okay, virtual applause for Anja and Lina. Okay, everyone can do this. All right. Okay, yeah.
That's really awesome, Lina. Yeah. So just listening to both of them, there's so many things here. I don't know where to start. Anja first or Lina first. But let's while Lina's topic is still hot, let's step on that. So for you guys, for the rest of you, Jack, Nina, and Anja, what are you getting out of Lina punya highlights? What are you getting out of it? What are you getting out of it? What would you do?
Okay, I jawab ke? Okay, I suka bila Lina share that I bukan jenis orang yang tanam, so but I suka bila dia start buat detergent, buat sabun apa semua, which is I think yang tu boleh I boleh buat. Kalau tanam-tanam ni memang sorry lah kan, Jadi I like the tips yang dia bagi, cumanya dia either you M or R, malas or rajin. Tu je.
Okay. All right. What about Nina? What did you get out of Lina punya sharing?
Yeah, so Lida and I, we also partners. So we both have the same end dream or end goal, which is to have a farm of our own and start planting. I think that's why our values sort of align, you know, and we're working with the farmers, cocoa farmers and stuff like that. But you see, I moved from KL to Sabah to have more nature adventures and stuff like that. I mean, to be with the family on this side and stuff like that. But I used to live in a large land with my parents. And so I used to tanam macam-macam. I had a lot of land. I used to tanam macam-macam. But I got very discouraged, not because of anything, but because monkeys would come and kacau. Like there were pests. And monkeys, benda tu tak sempat ni berbuah je ni. So lama-lama macam mampus lah. You know, we really can't do because we had a monkey situation. But we had the land, 2.5 acres. So, you know, it was like, geramnya, you know. But then when I moved to Sabah, I had to stay in an apartment, you know. So weekends we'd go out for road trips or whatever. But, you know, on weekdays, like, okay lah, you know, I would tanam. And then before the MC, I would tanam. But if I go for outstation trips, I come back, it's all dry. Like, I already told my husband, I already told my kids how to siram, whatever, but it just doesn't work. You know, probably they don't talk to the plants like what Lina is saying, you know, because I sort of do, not verbally, but I do internally, you know, like communicate with them. But since the MCO, you know, it's what, 80 days now, I have been going crazy. There's no more space in my balcony. It's a tiny balcony, but I've been growing long beans, cherry tomatoes, mint. I got so much mint. I had no more space. I had to give away to my sister-in-laws. Snake plant, aloe vera, you name it, all the herbs. I got oregano, rosemary, and it's so satisfying, like what Lina is saying, especially the Brazilian spinach. When you actually harvest, you dapat like 2 hingga 5 cekak, but you get to actually create a meal with it. Like, you know, I made like blended up the spinach and make pasta and stuff like that. It was so fulfilling and satisfying, and the kids gets more excited because it's something that they saw grow from nothing to something.
Wow.
And so when they ate it, it was just that much satisfying. So I totally agree with Lina, whatever she said. Don't get discouraged. My mint died a couple of times, but now it's like, tak ada hal lah, cucuk je jalan. So yeah, that would be mine.
What about you, Jack? I hear that you have pasu problems.
Yeah, but I do have my 9 liters of mineral water bottles. I have like a lot. In fact, I've given to Lina quite a few, well, maybe 2 or 3, I'm not sure how many. But I kept a few more here because of these activities that Lina and Nina have been doing. In fact, right, it gets more intensified, the feeling of wanting to start planting my own food the time when we went to your house, Omar. When we were having the ulam apa tu? Ulam burung, tenggek burung. Well, I mean, not because of the tenggek burung, but it's the realization around, seriously, I can have as quality food as this if I grow my own food.
Yeah.
Right? You know, there's this thinking around me, like I said, I told myself, alah, nanti banyak lah pula kerja nak kena buat, you know, this kind of stuff. A lot of other things. And I have a very nice balcony and it's empty, like nothing except for my tables and my water hose, and that's all. So so yeah, and I told Lina that I'm going to buy. Can you imagine? I was from kampong kan. I was growing up in a kampong. I can't imagine now that I'm buying soil, I'm buying dirts like 10 kg, 10 ringgit. So I just ordered like 50 kg or 5 apa tu? 550 kg, 10 kg lah. So it's 50 kg. And I was like, oh my goodness, never ever in my life that I thought that I have this thought of buying tanah. And like, okay, another thing, right? Because I've been buying this supporting local farmers as well over here through the online shopping, and usually it comes in pack. So sometimes there are a lot of in a pack, like a lot of this excess like potatoes, and Lina came to my house and it's like my potatoes is already growing without any soil. It's like in a box and it's growing. So yeah, a lot, like a lot. And I was sick. Then I had that conversation with Lina. What to do with this? And Lina said, you know, Jack, it's so easy. You buy the tanah, lubang je kat tengah tu, and then tanam, and then it will grow, and you can goreng the daun. I'm like, oh my God, that's so easy. I don't have to buy, right? In fact, today I actually ordered some veggies and a lot. I text Omar that I'm going to give you some. Why a lot? Because I couldn't I can't be, because it's in a bag, right? In package, so I can't choose. So I just have to buy all. So it's sort of like a waste. But luckily, I have friends that I can actually pass some of those, right? So yeah. So it's really around. I totally agree with Lina when she mentioned around because honestly, I'm from kampung. In the kampung, we grow our food. When I was growing up, we didn't have much money, I mean cash, but we have a lot of food, like endless abundance of foods, and those are fresh, super fresh food. Yeah,
Apa Jack?
you just
Balik.
korek je, tanam korek and then makan, right?
Betul.
But now,
Yep.
now I don't even have even a single plant in my food, at least, yeah, in my house. So yeah.
So, tak apa Jack, nanti balik Sabah, kau beli 50 ekar tanah, boleh plant balik.
Tak apa, ada tanah dah.
Yeah,
Alright. Well, again, it's giving me the spirit, the realization. Actually, I can do this. I don't have to buy little stuff. You know, I can have a cleaner food, healthier food.
Yeah, it's true, and you don't even have to have a garden. You know, if you just have space, all you gotta do is grow stuff in pots. And dalam pasu, it's not like you're gonna grow benda yang nak grow pokok. You're gonna grow herbs, right? So you can grow chili, you can grow bawang. So it's not much. You don't really need much anyway. I remember when I was a kid, my grandma, everything is in the garden. Nak chili is in the garden. Nak kunyit is in the garden. Everything is the garden. So then, as an adult, I was always disgusted with the thought that I have to buy some of these things, but I never did grow it. Tapi after listening to Lina, I'm so inspired. I'm going to start growing my stuff now. Yeah.
In fact, just to add on, terbalik dengan Anja tak nak menanam tapi buat sabun. I tak boleh buat sabun. Because of the processes, buying the ingredients and stuff. So I think it's entirely depends on you, right, audience, audience as well. Yeah. Omar?
Yeah, so about the sabun thing, Lina is actually very enterprising when it comes to doing homemade stuff. And she's got kids, so her kids are learning. And Nina is the same way. She does a lot of home stuff, and the kids are learning. So some of the things that Lina does is she makes homemade soap. You know, detergent and stuff like that. And they are all organic, so they're safe to use. Yeah. Okay, so coming back to what Anja was sharing earlier, she was sharing about business, and I found it a good insight into how she sees things, right? She talks about businesses that are frozen. So frozen businesses are things like if you have an event business, it's frozen. It's not gonna move. So there's not much you can do about it. Am I frozen right now? The line? Okay, is the line back? Okay. So yeah. So if you have a frozen business, you better pivot, right? And Anja talks about how entrepreneurs pivot, and she pointed out that real entrepreneurs pivot fast. And Anja, you were saying within the second week that people are already pivoting. I was thinking, oh wow, they don't wait. You know, so if you're really resourceful, second week, the pivot. Pivot, I know is a term that is quite new that people have started using. Pivot simply means to change. Yeah, pivot, tukar arahan. And I like what you said about adapting to the situation, Anja, where you said that you are a face-to-face person. You like proximity, you know, you like to meet people and sebagainya, right? But because of the pandemic situation, you started to learn how to use online stuff, right? Like this meeting, Zoom meetings and things like that. And guess what? It turns out that this is enriching your network and your business even more, because suddenly you have global reach. Yeah. And so for a lot of us, the pandemic is actually a blessing in disguise. I think to me, it's the same thing. It's a blessing in disguise. I'm learning so many online stuff. I've learned how to use, online interactions like this. I'm starting to create online contents. For me, myself, I'm learning graphic software and stuff like that. So before this, there was no real need for it. Jadi want what? And today, because you're using this, suddenly you're able to reach the entire globe. I read somewhere that this pandemic is actually bringing the future here now. I mean, if you talk about video conferencing, this has been in existence for more than 10 years, but it never took off. Now suddenly everybody's using it. Everybody's an expert. So this is great. I know if you're into business, if you're into networking, you can reach anywhere in the world through technology. And then Anja also pointed out that the winning businesses are businesses that take advantage of the current situation, much of healthcare, sanitizing services. My neighbor, he's busy going all over the place sanitizing. He's making tons of money, so it's things like that. So what I wanted to hear is from the rest of you, after Anja shared that, what are some of the inspirations that you got out of Anja when you're sharing that you are applying to yourself? I know I shared a lot of mine today. I got excited, but let's hear from the others. Anybody want to start? Jack?
Omar, okay, I would like to echo you when you say bring in the future, kan? It is MCO. It kind of, this pandemic is kind of forces us, kan, to go to the future, because if talking about my kind of services, I'm doing consultation, ISO consultation. So, and also I'm a trainer. So I feel safe, kan, conducting the training in a normal way, in face-to-face training, in a room, and kan, the seated environment and whatnot. But this pandemic really, bringing us to the future, whereby I started to have, and also my client always want to see my face. When I never once before the pandemic, I conduct my meeting through Zooms and whatever other app. But because of this pandemic, I can basically consult my client, which is all over Malaysia, and it feels great actually. I don't have to fly here and there. And one thing that I really appreciate is when I learn about how to conduct what we call remote audit. We always take advantage that when we talk about audit, we want to see the physical things, and physical records, physical information, whatever, face-to-face interview. But because of this pandemic, Anja mentioned that she had this opportunity to consult people from all over the world. One of she attend many courses lah. I don't know, like every day dia memang ada banyak aja Zoom meeting yang dia attend hari-hari. So yeah, I think it's great. Okay, so for me.
Yeah. So
So we have 2 minutes.
Nina, how have you?
Quick one. 1 minute left. For me, quick one from Anja is really around. I realize more than ever now the way I communicate about myself, about my services, about what I believe. It's totally, I have to step up a little bit. It's no longer around the old way, but it has to be conveyed through a lot of it through softer channel, or rather e-channel. So it's through e-brochure, e-communication like this. So a lot of this, it has to be along that. So that will be, I'm not really sure whether I'm pivoting or am I winning. Definitely not ice bucket, but that's what it is. I'm strongly wanting to go all out, since this MCO? Nina?
Mine is definitely seeding more on the dream. So, teaching kids about green stuff, and then every day talking to them about, what do you want on our dream farm? We don't have a land yet, but we'll see. So it's a 5-year plan. We'll see where it takes us, but it gets them excited, oh, we want horses on it, we want geese, we want to plant cocoa, we want to plant this, we want to plant that. So I get them excited and just, I don't know, I like it and I see that they like it too. And that also this crisis also gave me a chance to spend more time with them to actually work on their business. Because before we moved here, we actually ran a healthy sausage business, but we had to stop that when we came here. Didn't find any interesting business that they could run yet, but now they're very keen into making their own cocoa-based snacks. So, and then they have running their mini little social enterprise. So it'll be launched.
So your kids are doing this. Your kids are running the mini social enterprise.
Yeah.
Right. And how old are your kids?
Oh, we're training them, so they're making stuff. I'm gonna get them to create videos and everything to promote the stuff to
And
sell.
how old are your kids again?
11, 9, and 5.
Amazing. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, back to you, Jack.
Right, so next is really around what's next for you is your action pledge. What would listening to the topic, the two sharing from the topic of the topic tonight. Let's hear from each one of us. What do you want to do next? What's your pledge to yourself first? Right, who wants to start?
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go first, yeah. I'm gonna plant some of the essential stuff, especially the leafy herbs, and also the chilies and the ginger and the cumin of that, and the spring onions. So that's what I'm gonna do all of next week. Okay.
And
Next.
Okay, I always believe that we used to read about this quote. Alamak, lupa lah pula. Tak apa lah, I have this quote yang I nak share. Due to pandemic ni kan, bila ada new norm ni, ada satu quote that I would like to share. When you want to create future, create from the future itself. Because of the new norm ni dah ajar kita sebab pandemic ni something yang you tak predict, you tak boleh control. But what happen next? So after post COVID ni, what's gonna happen? Business apa yang, what type of services or product yang akan boom lepas post COVID? So you kena design sekarang, create something new for next, for future. So for example macam I punya consultation ni, I dah start where I allow my coachee ke mentee to pay via PayPal. I start dengan $10 punya session so that they get to know me, because ni semua by referral, but once they get to know me, they nak subscribe for more hours with me. So I dah create satu new revenue channel for my consultation. And now I'm kena come up with better process system, how I nak get more customer lah. Booking system ke apa ke. Now semua manual lagi booking tu.
Okay. Nina? Your pledge. Oh, who is it? Lina or Nina? Okay, Lina. Okay, we can do that till forever.
Okay. Cih, tak pernah menang dengan Nina ni. Okay. One thing that I want to do is to do more sharing about how important to grow your own food, especially with kids. So since our SE Borneo Cocoa talk about cocoa, work with cocoa farmers and whatnot. So after this, Nina, I want us to brainstorm on what can we do on this subject. How can we help, especially with kids?
Okay, Nina.
Okay, so my pledge is they have this saying. Now this one I remember, I didn't forget. It says, if you're not growing, you're dying. So I think just to wrap up our session today, and growth is in many different ways. You know, you could be growing mentally, emotionally, intellectually, physically. You know, it could be many ways. For me, I think I wanna. The pledge is to continue with my R&D. There's so much I need to learn more about chocolate and cocoa processing and what products that we can teach the farmers, because basically what we're trying to do is get them to come up with other revenue streams besides just farming and selling cocoa beans. So right now we're getting them to process and make it into product separa siap. But what else can they do which doesn't require much machines, but they can still scale in different communities? So that different stuff. So that's the R&D that I've been doing in the past 2.5 months. You know, we've got so many things lined up, and so yeah, please follow us on Borneo Cocoa to find out more about it. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
So as
Okay, that's great.
me,
So,
my pledge.
yeah.
Okay, Oma, you wanna say something?
no, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so my pledge is I want to continue this point of view series. Well, not really specifically for point of view, but a different way of adding. I don't think it's a different way. We have been doing it's something that is not new to everyone. It's just that for me, I have not been doing it all out and exploring around the area of other than face-to-face training, coaching, and mentoring. I can actually also still continue adding value to others by having this kind of way of delivering messages or connecting those people, those experts to share their expertise, right, to the audience. So what I'm going to do is just to go do that all out and just be good at it and do as many practice as possible. And yeah. And thank you so much for all of you for being supporting me. For our viewers, these people that you see on the screen, all right, they even layan me at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning to check out my poster or anything that I need their feedback. Okay, Oma.
Yeah. Okay. So there you have it. The topic today is about how to grow during a crisis, and I think each and every one of us have been doing not just one thing but a few things. So Jack, you've been working on your online skills, not just in terms of technology and knowing how to use the applications, but also in terms of your presentations. And Nina and Lena, you've been working on your cocoa projects, doing research work, and then having the idea of teaching young people to do this is pretty awesome. And Lena, you've been doing stuff at home, a lot of DIY stuff that you've been doing. Anja, of course, is so entrepreneurial, and I get inspired just listening to her, how she has global reach and how she does. Anja's ideas can be as small as selling things for 10 ringgit or $10, you know, to big ideas, big projects. So it's quite amazing. For me, besides wanting to grow plants next week, one of the things that I do is quite similar to Jack, and this is why this is one of the reasons why we're doing a lot of the POV, the point of view series, is simply because we want to enhance our skills in doing online hostings and presentations. So these are the stuff that I'm doing. I'm also brushing up on my graphics application because I do illustration work and I also do cartoons. That's an interest that I've always had, that I've never really built up. And during this pandemic, you know, I'm doing it. So it's pretty awesome. So I hope viewers out there, as you're listening to us, you also get inspired. And if there's anything you'd like to share or you'd like for us to bring up at the next session, please drop us a line. Get on to Jack's Facebook, and you can always text up. So any closing words, Jack?
Yeah, just to reiterate what Nina mentioned just now, growing is not just about planting or just about business, but it's all rounded. It comes from your mind, spiritual, all those realms of our life. So I think what's important is go ask yourself deeper, how do you want to grow, and start from there. Because if you know your why, you know your how, right? So thank you so much, everyone. We will have this next week. Don't forget, Saturday night live with the Learning Alliance. Same time next week. We will announce the title. All right. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bonne nuit.
Dah tak ada.
Oyasumi nasai.
Dan lepas ni boleh pergi jalan raya.
So next week, apa tajuk?
Next
Habis
week.
ni lah.
Huh?
Dah.
Wait, are we no
Yeah.
more on Facebook? Are we no
Dah,
longer?
dah habis, dah habis.
Dah habis.
Dah. Okay.
Really?
Ya, done.
Oh, okay.
Memang delay sikit Nina, Facebook tu.
Oh, baik.
So, macam mana? Next week?
Next week? I think next week we can do something like we've covered 2 times in a row on
Grow.
personal development lah. Let's just say I would consider whatever we've done in the past 2 series more on personal growth and development. Maybe then we can now go into content, meaning each our own subject method. Maybe Omar teach tips on how to do certain illustrations, or you can teach Canva. I don't know.
Storytelling
You
web tu lah. Omar storytelling web.
Story web.
Story web.
Sebab
11,
memang berguna untuk online.
kalau you nak belajar story web, on the 11 tu Johnny Gillette ada with us, POV.
Oh,
I
so
like Omar punya
Format.
way of explain our format yang very simple. The
Boleh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Tapi I
Omar
need
story
to
web.
be- Do I need to write stuff?
Omar, maybe story web, perhaps how to use it lah kan?
Story web boleh.
Kenapa dia tu?
Frozen.
How to use story web in aligning
Gila goreng.
parts.
Yeah. Get your thoughts, get your thoughts tersusun.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chop. You're saying on the 11th is Johnny Gillette is what? Is
Okay.
It will-
Johnny Gillette, for Johnny, I mean the story practice ni macam-macam boleh guna, but I have angled him towards how to use storytelling to enhance your sales. Play for that.
business lah.
Bagus.
Because
Good topic.
POV, we want to focus around business that you can use in your business and personal growth lah.
okay.
So,
Yeah,
Omar,
I was thinking like
Omar
what
will
what
different
I can do is how to-
conversation.
Yeah, exactly. So what I can do is I can talk about how to use a story web in order to quickly put together points so that you can have a cohesive conversation. So katakan if somebody asks you, tell me about Borneo Coco. What do you say? No, alamak. So quickly you need to be able to come up with 3 anchor points and then just talk about those. Right? So the anchor points could be